Right guys, so we're opening the hydraulic pump on the control unit, which I purchased from eBay for the Renault Megane convertible. So that should work, and then we swap it over and let's see what happens. Nicely packed. It's a very good seller. Bought a couple of items. So that's the control unit with all the cables on it. Lovely. That's it. And then let's see the pump. The seller put up a YouTube video that the car actually opened up the roof, so it's a very high possibility that the item is still working. But of course, always bear in mind, it's eBay, isn't it? So you never know. Right.
Pump.
Yeah, that's that. So let's see what happens. Alright, so that's how we get into this pump. It's a little bit fiddly. You have all these little bits and bobs you have to pull off. I'm not going to show you every step, but use a bit of common sense. The example, there is another one, but I just simply don't have the time to film every bit. But I give you like a look over how it's done. So now this is the access to the pump. What was that?
That's the switch.
This is the switch for the roof. So you must have this switch here into space in there. I'll show you in the end, because otherwise you're gonna have a problem. So here's the pump with the control unit. So first of all, we're gonna swap over the control unit, see if it works. Then we don't need to worry about removing the pump. If it doesn't work, then obviously we remove the whole pump as well. So we're going to remove the connectors, put in a new unit before we change the pump, so it might sort out our problem. Put back the switch, of course, because without the switch it wouldn't work. And then you also have to put down the trunk, because there is also some electronics right here. So if the trunk is not closed, not gonna work. Just short it out, mate, with a wire, and we don't have to worry about it.
You can do.
Otherwise, it will be a pain in the neck too now. To keep it.
You probably have tape on it.
Yeah, put a tape on it. Yeah, that's. Yeah, you can also short it out with a wire here. So. But that came off from somewhere, so we have.
That's the light.
Oh, the light. All right, perfect. Let's just tape it down, because now we don't have the chance to put that thingy back, which normally pushes the switch down. Right, what we gonna do about that? So guys, control unit is swapped. Let's see what happens. Looks awesome. Looks awesome.
Okay, stop, because the box is in.
That's fine. That's fine, mate. Steve, fuck you. Hard. Wow. That's it. So, that's it if you know what you're doing as a mechanic, yeah? And for the sake of £20 or in parts, the labor, I'm a little bit scared, but we will figure something out. It's sorted. You still have to take the pump out, shove the unit underneath it, obviously.
Yeah, we do that.
You know how much the unit cost me? With the pump together? 60 quid. I sell the pump.
Sell the pump.
Oh, fuck that. And those things as well. Yeah. Right guys, so this is it. Now we're gonna take the pump out, shove the new control unit underneath it. The pump is held by a couple of screws here and there, so I'm not gonna film the whole process, don't piss the mechanic off. but this is self-explanatory now. 2 screws, remove here, swap over the unit, which is another 2 screws, and you're back on the road. Now obviously I'm not saying this is the fault on every single convertible, but in our case the computer, the diagnostic send us into the woods, very dark woods in fact, some latches and some solenoids and all this getting hot, and the switches weren't working, and you know, a lot of Mickey Mouse dangle do. And in end of the day, this unit cost me £20 from a lovely eBay seller, and the roof is sorted, so the car is straight away worth 500 quid more. Right guys, it's a little bit fiddly, some wires can be in the way. So be very careful, make sure you don't trap any of the wires, take your time. Now of course it's easy for me to talk because I've got a mechanic here doing the job, but if you do it yourself, then pay extreme attention, because if you chop one of those wires with the screw or the nut, then you short something out potentially, and you're in for a bigger trouble than you actually had before. Quite fiddly, not a lot of space. Everything sorted out nicely. All the wires, the pump is back. Make sure you connect the switch, and also don't forget to connect the boot light or trunk light or whatever you want to call it. And that's that, job done.